Welcome everyone to another update. Today is Friday, December 18th, and it's definitely an interesting day in the market. Yesterday's market condition was very, very sunny, to use the analogy that I use. I always use an analogy where, we're going out into the open seas, and sometimes the weather is going to be fair, and sometimes the weather is going to be somewhat okay, and sometimes the weather is going to be just stormy, and so many different categories. And I color code those categories on the daily financial market report. I color code them green for really, really good weather. And of course, depending on the percentage as well, you got to look at the percentage. If it's green and it's at 100%, well, obviously that's like perfect weather. If it's green and it's at 70%, it's still good weather, but it's kind of going. You can kind of maybe feel the wind blowing and maybe see some clouds forming. Okay, blue, anywhere from like 60% to 50%. Oh my goodness, you got the dark clouds forming. You got some rain, you got some wind. Not quite a heavy storm, but it's approaching. All right. And then of course you got the red. And the lower that number goes in percentage, then the storm is really hitting. Anyhow, so with the Forex and even with the indices, you had some really, primarily with the indices market, I would say, I think it was at a 73. I'm going to show the report, by the way, but pretty high numbers with the indices market, and it was going pretty well yesterday. Then all of a sudden today, that's how it happened in some of these markets. Now, it wasn't like a devastating storm, but definitely more profitable yesterday than today. Let's just put it like that. The reason I say that is because I could just be talking, out of a certain feeling where as an investor you might feel at times, man, I should have took that opportunity when I had it. I should have took it yesterday. But I want to address that since I'm bringing that up. Yeah, you're going to have moments where you could have taken, let's say, $100 instead of settling for $60. Well, of course, if you took the $100, of course you would have had a better opportunity as opposed to taking the $60. All right, because you would have had $40 more. But here, the bright side of things is this: you're still making profit. Now, another thing is this: keep this in mind that this is a long-term situation, so you're going to still have many more opportunities. It's better to have several smaller opportunities consistent opportunities, week after week after week after week of profit, than to have one big profit and then next week super loss, and then the next week another loss, and then the next week maybe some profit, and then the next week after that a complete devastation and you're blown out. I mean, that's usually the pattern of a lot of investors, a lot of traders online. They don't necessarily get the opportunity to even get a chance to have a consistent amount of profits every week, let alone ever. Some traders out there they don't even know what that feels like to even make a profit. So just be appreciative. Just be grateful at the overall big picture. Yes, sometimes in the short term, you get some of our members, you guys I might be guilty of this. You guys are a little spoiled. We've spoiled you guys a little bit because you're so used to seeing profit all the time. You're so used to seeing profit week after week after week that when you miss some bigger profit, you're like, oh man, Gabriel, they should have took that big, super big profit. Say, yeah, okay. I mean, remember, you can still collect your profit, guys. So I'm talking to the account management folks out there. If you see profit and you like it, take it. I don't care what day it is. If you see profit on a Monday, for crying out loud, and you want to take it, then go ahead and take it. That's fine. You know, if you see profit on the Wednesday, Thursday, take the profit. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I know. I think you guys are a little spoiled. All right, you guys are so used to making your profits every week, which is great. Nothing wrong with that. And I don't mean anything bad by saying that you're spoiled. You know, probably is not the best choice of words, but I say it lovingly, okay? And I really mean it sincerely, okay? So I will go into the update real quick. I think I took up a lot of time running my mouth, but I guess it needed to be said. Research completed. Yeah. Oh, guys, the stock market report. Oh, it's done. It's coming. Guys, we're going to be putting some content out. I know I said this like all week with these updates, these win updates. You guys are so used to seeing the same content every day, day in, day out. Me running my mouth about the win update and the market report, which is necessary. I have to do this report, okay? I'm obligated to do this, and I don't mind. I love doing this, actually, more now than I did before for many different reasons, but this is what you guys pay for, okay? I'm in service. I'm in your service, okay? This is all for your good, your benefit. So really quick, let's see. We got some more content coming out. That's all I was just trying to say. 57%, still some, not too good weather, but it's not devastating. We did see something strange take place with the Canadian dollar. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I didn't check the news in Canada, what happened. So maybe somebody out there knows exactly what happened. But I thought maybe it had to do with the oil. No, oil doing great. So I don't know. Something happened in Canada. I think that's about it. The US dollar still doing its thing. It kind of brought the Canadian dollar a little off balance, but hey, the dollar versus Canadian dollar. But hey, it happens. I mean, current market movement still good. It's just extreme stress with the Canadian dollar in general and with the pair dollar versus Canadian dollar. So let's go to the next market, and it should be the commodities market. Still seeing 42%, but you wouldn't know that if you guys were investing in, you know what? Yes, there's a couple of precious metals that are doing very well with current market movement. In fact, doing extremely well. But we also got to watch out, guys. So we did collect on those, guys. By the way, you guys who made your profit, we collected on those precious metals. And always be on the lookout, because it is going against the current market value for the most part. Even though there's some extreme stress with the current market value on some of these commodities, but overall, the direction of current market value is still going in the direction it's going, and they are opposed to one another. So whenever you're taking a trade that's opposed to current market value, listen up. This is for you studious investors out there, wise investors. Whenever you're going against current market value, you should always be doubly cautious and doubly aware. That's all. Be very, very cautious, because at any moment's notice, boom, man, that current market value pressure takes over, and whoop, whatever profits you made on current market movement could be all gone in a second. All right, but in this case, got some very nice moves out of the current market movement with some of these precious metals. Let's go on to the next market, which is cryptocurrency. This one here is at, let me see, for some reason it's not on here. It should be on here. Let me find the image. 83%. There you go. So it's at 83%. All right. So this one is at 83%. One of the cryptocurrencies went off track, causing this to go from 100% to 83%. But the main cryptocurrency that everyone is always looking at is Bitcoin. So for the most part, Bitcoin is still doing good, guys. I didn't check the price where it is, but it's still trucking, guys. It's still moving forward, still doing its thing. Okay, let's go to the final market. This one, indices. This market is definitely full of surprises, especially now. I mean, yesterday, this is the one I was referring to at the beginning of this video, where the weather was just so nice, 73%, and all of a sudden, bow, 53. So it went like from, the sun was clearing up, from the clouds, and all of a sudden, whoop, Friday, cloudy and raining again, and dark clouds and raining and heavy winds, and mainly from the Dow Jones. What is up with the Dow Jones today? Still moving according to the current market movement in the direction that we have it on the research, but the stress, it underwent some serious stress today, guys. It underwent some extreme stress, which look, I'm gonna be honest. I was a little disappointed about that. Okay, I know I kind of got on my members about that, but hey, I'm human too. Okay, I wish I took the opportunity on the Dow Jones when I had it, if I knew that. But hey, I don't have a crystal ball. But here, overall, the account still did great. So it still did great. Okay. A few thousand here, minus another 1,000 that I could have taken. Hey, at least I was able to take a profit. Okay. So with that being said, guys, let's get ready for next week. This weekend, I want this weekend to be, you guys look out for some content coming out this weekend. All right. If you haven't saved, TJ, Business Counselor TJ, if you haven't saved his information on your social media, go to his Facebook. Go to the contact page. It's on the website. Go down to the bottom, hit contact. After you hit contact, it'll take you to TJ's portion of the site. All of his social media stuff there. Hit him up, save him, guys. This is going to be a great season of blessing. All right. This is Gabriel, the Forex Helper. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week, Lord willing. And God bless.